Welcome back, everyone. Today we're doing Todd Rice's Empathy Monsters, and today we're going to be creating monsters. You can find this board here, or on Miroverse, and it has an absolute ton of pictures and places to you can do this with a very large crowd, and that's excellent. But I've kind of shortened this down a little bit, so we'll just get started here with that and maximize my screen. Maybe not. All right, there we go. So again, thank you to all my players who have joined. I've got Tim Nolan, Sweta Mistry, Aruna Chandrasekharan, Stephen Fraser, and Tim Dickey. And today, again, like I said, we're going to be playing Empathy Monsters. We'll get started with the instructions here real quick, and then we'll get started playing. So this is kind of two-part game, and one is defining your character. Create the name, physical features of the character, and what the character does that is bad, i.e. Lava Man, which is the example over there, to my right here, over there. And he is orange and he is covered with bumps, with sharp teeth. He spews lava all over the city, destroying homes and cars. But apparently no people get hurt, obviously, because it's a PG, I think. But choose a square and add your name to the above. You can draw the monster parts to create your own character. Put the name, physical description, how the character is bad, and of course your drawing and creation. So, and of course, as the tips over here, you can copy and paste these different parts that are up top here. And of course, you can draw as well with like the different draw tools or the pen. You can rotate, resize, reorder. Of course, you can crop, shift click, drag, group. It kind of gives you a key over here of what to do, which is excellent, I think, for how to implement all your monster parts. This over here is where you want to put your name. So I'm just going to go ahead and type my name here. And so my name is James, of course. And then my monster name I haven't come up with, but I'll type it there once I come up with that concept. The monster goes here. The description goes here. And then part 2 is kind of like that green Post-it note right there. So everyone go ahead and pick and type in a, what do you call it? Turn on the little hands here. Your top name. It's not already being chosen. So Sweta's chosen hers. That's okay, Aruna. I'll just move mine. Okay. I'll go over to the right. You can unmute your mics now, guys, if you want. That's basically the instructions. Now we basically play the game and create.
I didn't see you there. You can move me. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
No, it's okay. I'm
You know
movable.
how wonderful I am with Miro. Come on.
I know, but I'm just offering to. I'm flexible. Steve, where?
Name.
I think Steve and Sweta or Tim are fighting over the same.
Oh, okay.
Get out of my spot.
Want me to move over? I already got my name here.
I'm in box 4. I purposely moved over 1 because I figured everyone would go for 3.
All right. Steve, you can have this spot. I'll go on down to 5.
Okay. I've already done too much work.
Where are these monster parts? Where are the monster parts, James?
The monster parts are the top here on this bar. And above all the different, and there's kind of a lot of them. There's like a whole row. I tried to cut off where I thought they repeated. So
you can start, James.
Yeah, go ahead, start. We'll just give everyone 5 minutes here. I'll put 5 minutes on the timer.
So what do we have to do here now? We have to draw the monster.
You can create a monster based on these parts. You can use squares, you can use icons, you can use the pen tool over here. Just create a monster, whatever monster you have in mind. And
I love that the parts are ready to go. That's very cool.
Yep. And so if you can, copy and paste the parts so other people can reuse them.
Oh, whoops.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I did that too.
I did that already, but
all right, so I'm going to do
and it could be like a negative monster, right?
Yeah, like this is supposed to be like a monster that does evil
Evil stuff.
things. Like this is a bad monster. Like
Gotcha.
it has to be a bad monster.
Got it.
So do we have to give it a name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
waiting for inspiration. I'm gonna draw my monster, then name him.
yeah, same here. I think that's the way I'm gonna go. Oh my gosh. Looking for like I wish I could draw like bigger numbers. You know what? I'm just gonna go this circle.
Ooh, it's too big. What else we have to do? Name, draw it, and why is he bad?
Yes.
We have to type that in, right?
Yeah, in the bottom in the description. And then of course the name goes up top.
Where is the bottom where? Outside the white square? Ah, the description. Okay.
And we've got 5 minutes that we're starting now. That way everyone's situated. No pressure. Definitely.
Ooh, you guys are, somebody's really ambitious here, Steven or Dan. And Shweta, look at that. Dan,
Kind of fun, actually.
I kept it simple.
Thought I saw glass.
Somebody's, whatever this thingy is, what is this brown thingy? What's that meant to be?
Hard to know.
Like it's raining.
Oh, yeah.
It's on my thingy. Take it away, Steve.
What is this? It's like an
Yeah.
eyebrow.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. What here? He wants more eyebrows or mustache. It's a mustache, and
No,
vertical
no.
mustache.
You need to be more imaginative about
It looks
that
like a
stuff.
very large hole with like nose hairs.
Wow.
I don't know. He said more imaginative. I don't know.
Yeah, James, that was quite something.
Hair raindrops.
So they're not raindrops.
Oh, but they're all over the place, so that's a little scary.
Oh, I should have done
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you've got to confine your monster to the to your actual card. Let's just say that.
Yes,
Someone is putting these things all over the place.
that's Steve. Look at him losing his mind.
Don't accuse me of things you're not certain of. You have no idea what my powers are.
I know.
They definitely spread way beyond the boundaries of your box.
My monster's more
See,
evil than your
That's
monster.
what my monster does.
I got it. I think I'm getting it.
Ah, jeez.
What else?
Okay, I'm done, I think.
I got it in my description.
All right, I get 2 minutes left. Where's the Gracie dog? Bring to front. All right. 1 minute, guys.
So all we need to do is name and do the monster.
Yeah, name, description, like why is he evil? What does he
Oh,
do
hang
that's
on
evil?
here. Oh dear, okay.
And
Tim is really quiet. Is Tim feeling okay?
They were focused.
I think he's muted. He's
He's
muted.
muted.
Oh,
You're muted, Tim.
I'm either the other
Tim Dickey's muted. I think he's been trying to say stuff this whole time.
Oh.
I've been talking in the background and nobody heard me. This is great.
It's been such a focused video for once.
You missed your melodious voice, Tim.
Well, you know, Aruna, I'm feeling just as challenged as you are right now with Mural. So I have no idea. You know what? This is
Oh, well,
technology
perfect.
today for me.
Time is up. Let's finish our descriptions and then we'll share and then we'll do
Not my
part 2.
description.
Right.
I have not finished my description.
You guys.
Terrorizing. You know. All right. Oh my gosh, what?
Now it's almost like Pac-Man going in a different direction.
What in the, okay, I definitely needed to state that it should
Somebody
stay
needs
within
to
the
control
card.
Steve.
For sure.
Stays within the card. This is
It's
your
a
space.
monster. It doesn't
You
like
are out of the
rules.
space.
It's a boundaryless monster.
So this is a lesson of facilitation that like some people need a lot more firmer boundaries than others. Like because it's not infiltrating other people's space, and I'm gonna delete these that do. Why don't you share yours first, since we're all in a conundrum of what yours is, Steve? What's your monster's name, description, and we obviously know what it's looking like.
It drops turd. That's what it
Yeah,
does.
you got it. There you
Look at
go.
that shit.
got
He's
it.
dropping
Got
turd
it.
left and right. I was turned on. That's it. Kind of,
expert.
All right, you tell us, Steve.
Well, it's the
That is a-
expert, of course.
That is committing.
Read the description or tell us about it.
Oh yeah. He knows everything, but doesn't need advice or help. Spreads his wisdom everywhere. Thinks he's helpful, but because he doesn't know the local context, it seems more like poo to those people.
Okay.
Lots of it.
Yeah. I'm just saying he's gotten around here. I hope you realize how much he's helped you,
Yeah. I
because he
feel
certainly
help.
thinks he has.
Okay.
Are we
Th-
supposed to make these monsters something to do with Agile?
No,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is just no.
He doesn't respect rules or people's space either.
Okay. Well, this is
Hmm.
Agile focus. I appreciate this. Steve, pick someone else to go.
Oh, how about this big green blob thing? Who's that?
that's-
James.
that's
Oh,
me.
James.
Okay, it's fine. See, well played, sir. Well played. Mine is the awkward monster of doom, and he's got glasses and blushing all the time, and of course he's got crab hands, and that's just awkward, right? So, of course he can take whatever shape he desires, and it just causes awkwardness. The awkward monster of doom goes around terrorizing people, causing awkwardness in those he is around, and he enjoys it. It's like a virus that spreads to make other people more awkward. And so that's mine, guys. Sweta, why don't you go? Where's yours? What
All
number are
right.
you?
I am right next to the turd monster.
Got it. Okay. That's easy to find.
It's an expertise. It's not turd.
All right, I will rephrase that. Okay, so mine is eager envy. So eager envy is green with envy and has long influential arms. She stirs up trouble for others by throwing fireballs, is quick to get jealous, and collects fragmented relationships. She is quite broken herself and collects a lot of information. So you can see a lot of zigzags going on in that brain of hers.
Gotcha. Wow, it's
Nice.
I love your use of negative space too. It's really cool. Pick someone else to go.
Who's over from me? The gray blobs, the gray
Gray.
snowman almost. Tim.
Yeah.
Tim.
Yeah. So this is the no psychological safety monster.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and this monster thrives on conflict and feeds on negative feelings. The primary reason it exists is to destroy teams by sowing the seeds of distrust, discord, and dissension.
Wow.
Love it.
He's even got
Yeah, my
pooper
turn
eyes.
monster really likes you. He's just see how the turn he's
No.
just sending your way.
Keeps dropping on my monster like that. I swear.
Anyways, all right. So Tim, I guess there's only two left. So who else?
Yeah, I'll pass it over to Aruna because I think that she's got like the best monster there.
Mine is so simple. I have a sweet night demon. It's nothing to do with Agile. I was just thinking of demons and thinking of a night demon who shows up and messes around with kids and gives them nightmares and not really evil, just wants to be naughty, you know. So if I were to spin this the Agile way, it could be unexpected. Well, actually, these could be obstacles you don't see. You don't see they're coming to you, and they, hit you sideways.
Well, you are welcome to write that in the description if you want. And so the monster can be anything. It doesn't have to be Agile related, but this is what happens when you get a lot of Scrum and Agile coaches together. they take on the personas of the things we deal with. So
I just meant
Nailed it.
cute little night demon. Yeah, he was a cutie.
all right. So the last but not least is Tim Nolan, who I believe is to the right of me. Yep, he's over
Way
here.
over here at 7. All right, so we have the managerian. And I
Manager.
quickly put something together. So obviously the managerian or the project managerian demands projects to be complete by ridiculous deadlines. But he also went to a conference and said, you need to do something fun for your team. So that's what the balloon is for. Like, I brought a balloon. How come you're not happy? How come this project's not done? That's the managerian.
It's a nice touch.
Not to be confused with the Project Mandalorian.
Right.
Yeah. So Steve, you've got to stop, man. Please stop. Please. Please.
It's not me, it's the monster.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
I did get advice.
Just
from
attracted
expert.
to the
I do have to
most-
tell you, the
Said-
expert gave me the advice for the balloon. That's where I got the balloon idea from.
Just to all who are listening, this does not help. If you have these issues and you see these things being spread around your board, you may want to see a psychologist or seek help. And if you're the one spreading them, you might want to get the help too. Anyways,
Or
All
kick
right.
Steve Fraser off the island.
so part 2, the why. So the next step, guys, is to go to the square to the right of your square. And of course, if you are on the far right, you're probably going to go to the far left in this one or loop around. So Tim Nolan, you might have to do Aruna's in this case, if I remember right. But below your neighbor's square, grab a sticky note or create a sticky note and put on the other person's bad seed, not your own, regarding why you feel that character behaves the way that it does. And you guys chose a lot of really deep personas, actually, so I'm really interested. But show an empathetic viewpoint. The lava man, for example, isn't spewing lava over the town because he's mean, but because his mother made him eat shellfish and he has an upset stomach. Defend the why with empathy. Why is the
Okay.
character
Alright.
disliked by the majority? What is its backstory? How could you help change how this
So we-
character's actions are perceived?
Okay, so we're supposed to do this for the neighbor's monster.
the monster to
You're right.
your right of your
Oh.
monster.
You have me,
And I've looped
Aruna.
around. so I've got it.
Unfortunately, I have Steve's. So
Oh, okay.
here we go.
That should
That
be easy.
is gonna be a
Why am
challenge.
I so disturbed?
I'm because you had childhood trauma, child. That's why. Okay.
Wait,
That's
is
All
why.
right.
that the response to most of these?
All
But I'm
right.
helping. I'm helping you.
You
I'm
feel
helping all
compelled.
of you.
So I'm going to start the timer again. If I can read the timer with my Zoom thing get in the way. Here we go. Let's move that up there. There we go. And oh, that's kind of a downside. My recording is recording the Zoom on my screen. Doesn't help. I wonder if there's a way around that. All right, so I've got Tim Nolan. So I'm going to take a sticky note. Why is he like this?
Oh, I didn't put it in the sticky note. I put it in the description. Okay.
That's fine too. I mean, whatever you can do. It's not hard and fast. We got about 3 minutes left, so I'll just go over the questions real quick again, just for the sake of my memory and anyone else's. So why is the character disliked by the majority? What is the backstory and why is he that way? I guess kind of added to that, but how could you help change the character's actions and the way that they're perceived? All right, 1 minute.
All right.
All right. Tim. Magically. I
I see nothing.
Biodegradable, at least. Okay. Well, time's about up. I guess I will go first just to lead out, if that's okay with everyone.
Whoa. That one came across really loud.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. So I've got Tim's Managerian. Just as a reminder, he demands important projects be completed by ridiculous timelines, and the balloons are for forced team fun. Although I'm trying to understand what that is. I might ask Tim about that later. So I wrote the reason why is that he feels the need to show his bosses how amazing his PM skills are because he was laid off a few times and is insecure. Because of this insecurity about the deadlines, he thinks fun is a way to ease tension with the teams. The majority don't like him because he's setting really aggressive deadlines. And he could be helped by management showing empathy to the team and putting an emphasis on quality and sustainable pace rather than speed to market. Teams and management could also show they care about him on a personal level to relieve some of that insecurity as well. So that's my empathy take on the Managerian. Now, popcorn, Steve.
All right, am I next?
Yep. Who's yours? Who did you review? Or
I'm doing the what
Eager-
is that thing?
Eager Envy?
Eager Envy, yeah.
Okay. So
All right, so I mean, why don't they like them? Because of the fire. They're just constantly causing trouble and trying to muck things up. I think in this case, it could be because they're always foiled in their ambitions. There's just really just stupid people around them. If only they could listen to him, they would. Like he's been neglected. His advice has been neglected. He's got like really really good insights, but it's always been like foiled and not listened to. He needs more challenge. This monster needs more challenges, or at least more accountability. And I think to help them, they need to somebody needs to acknowledge his knowledge of the system. I mean, he's able to cause fires all over the place, right? That he's got deep knowledge of the system as it is. So acknowledging that and leveraging it for good is what he needs.
gotcha. Cool. And who you gonna choose to go after you?
Oh, I'm going to go for the. Does someone do the night demon?
Yeah, I did that one.
Oh, drat. Okay. Oh, turd monster. Who's doing the turd monster?
I did that.
All right, I want to hear that.
You want to hear yours? Okay.
Okay, so let me just zoom in here.
I really like that.
He does this because he was a middle child.
Not cool. Not cool.
This is what we're talking about, by the way. Right
and
there.
ignored, so need
All
attention.
of that. All right,
He-
middle child.
He does want to help, but lets his ego get in the way since his EQ is low given his traumatic childhood. Keep an open mind and start with the right intention. Appreciate his advice and slowly coach him to time his advice. It's all about timing his advice. My dog is going crazy outside, so I go on mute
All right.
every now and then. Sorry.
It's okay.
Well, hey, that's why he does what he does. He's a middle child who needs help.
That's awesome. Yeah, makes total sense.
Yep. I'm empathetic already. Who do you choose?
Sweta, who did you do?
So I did Tim's, his no psychological safety monster. And the way I described this monster, so this is the one that thrives on conflict and feeds on negative feelings. And the primary reason it exists is to destroy teams by sowing the seeds of distrust, discord, and dissension. So the empathy view on that was, this monster means well and is simply afraid. It's really a snowman, pure of heart, but has been rolled around in the dirt far too many times and turned gray by others. It is now always defensive and distrusts others around it. It is afraid of melting under the dirt. This often leads to conflict as it's not used to being heard or respected and is perceived negatively due to the dirt covering its true colors.
Very nice.
Nice. That was
Clever.
really good. That was really good.
Yeah.
Sounds like a middle child syndrome as well. Okay.
I'm getting the sense of rubber
Aruna,
stamp.
You and I will talk offline.
Right. Everything's a little child. All right, Sweta, who's going next? Seems like it's
All
two
right. Let's go to the big green blob. The awkward monster of doom.
Okay. Who did the Aqua Monster of Doom?
Yeah, I got James's creation. So the awkward monster of doom goes around terrorizing people and causing awkwardness in those he is around, and he enjoys it. It's like a virus that spreads, making more and more people awkward.
It's like he read my mind. knew the voice that was coming up with it. All right,
Do
go
you
ahead, Tim.
understand where
Again,
I'm coming
childhood
from,
trauma. See
Mr.
this?
Anderson?
Childhood trauma. Sweta, are you watching this? Childhood trauma.
Outer trauma I get is the middle child.
The middle child.
All right, Tim. Sorry, not to interrupt. Go ahead.
Sorry.
God, rabbit holes, rabbit holes.
Yes. Oh my God.
Squirrel.
Steve!
Dang it, Steve. Stop it, man.
We got
It's not me,
turded.
it's the turd monster.
Turded.
We had empathy.
As-
It's the empathy is leaving now. Let's go ahead, Tim.
As a child, the monster was bullied and misunderstood. As a result, the monster doesn't know how to relate to others and continues to feel awkward because it just doesn't know how to behave differently. Empathy and coaching could help the monster feel more at ease, along with group therapy to help others relate to it.
So it's other people's problem. Got it.
Sorry.
I didn't say that.
Okay. That's what I was like grouped there. Anyways, sorry.
Relating.
Oh, relating. Ah, I see.
Look, you'd much rather have me move turds around than actually give my opinion. So there you go.
I'm gonna step away for a second to see what's going on outside.
Yeah, go
Sorry.
ahead. You're good. And the last person to go is that everybody?
No, that's me.
Oh, okay. Which
Okay,
one did you
cool.
do, Tim?
I'm doing Aruna's,
Aruna's. Okay.
the night demon, right? So you may want to focus in on the night demon.
Yep.
And to remind everybody, he comes at midnight, causes havoc with kids, gives them nightmares, but he's not really evil. So the reason people don't like him is because he's different. He causes havoc because he's different. He was born that way. He doesn't mean to scare. He only wants to be friends. And if we can look past his appearance in the nightmares, we can just give that demon and give the night demon a chance.
It's
Well,
really
he's-
nice, Tim.
Middle child.
That was
Child.
He's the middle
I'm
demon.
gonna upvote Sweta and Tim. Those were awesome analysis.
All right. Well, what did y'all think about this game?
That's fun.
Yeah,
super cool. No,
it's
super
definitely nice. It's an icebreaker. It's a lot of fun. It's funny.
I really like the empathy part. I mean, I've played a game like this where you just draw a monster and you're done.
yeah.
But I like, the monster's really not a monster.
Yeah.
And I really like that when you talk about the empathy part, you're not talking about your own monster, you're talking about
Yeah.
somebody else's. Really
Yep.
add a different lens to it, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's right. But
Actually, that was kind of a challenge, to talk about this other monster and trying to think about what. I mean, it's really good practice because you're trying, like, people make okay, I made a crazy monster. People make crazy monsters. So how do you relate to this crazy monster, right? And that was a big challenge, and that was fun, actually trying to warp your mind into what the heck is going on here. What positive, I'm a real believer in people are generally good. I mean, I know that's not true, but generally good. Most people you encounter are generally good and they're trying to do good. So this kind of helps you you exercise that muscle.
Mhm.
Yeah, some level of humble inquiry, notion of, what made him the way he or she is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. It's a really nice, despite all the funny stuff. I think it taps into your creativity. It taps into looking at that empathy part that Shweta mentioned. And it's also full of laughs. Of course, y'all are boring. Everybody's agile. I thought of somebody with childhood trauma and shit, but whatever. I've said my piece. You can continue now, James.
Man, and here I was just going to take and top that off with, the fact that we were being asked to assume positive intent, which is really a challenge because oftentimes, in this particular exercise, it's like we're trying to draw out the worst, and then we're shifting gears, which is totally throwing cognitive load off and saying, hey, now look at the next monster through that lens of empathy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's that switch to a different monster and not your own, which
It
I
makes
think
it easier.
really adds the value, because if you were doing your own, there's no way you would come up with that level
Yeah,
of empathy.
it'd be harder, I think. It would be harder, right? Because you've been in this
exactly.
negative space.
Yeah,
for your
totally.
monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Already have a
agree.
bias for your
But
own
being
monster.
able to focus on a different one, you can just bring a completely unique perspective to it, and that helps even the person who came up with it just get that different lens as well. So I think that's the key takeaway from this entire thing.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
But the dichotomy is really strong. Like the dichotomy between you're being an evil monster, and then you're like, oh, now let's empathize with some other crazy monster, right? It's like it's reality, right? Like it's like I'm a monster, but I need to empathize with other monsters.
You know what? I gotta say, I'd have a hard time empathizing with a monster that was shooting turd everywhere. Okay,
Look,
no matter what. I
I
just
can't
let you
help
know, Steve.
myself.
It would take a lot. It would have to be. I have to get paid a lot of money to show empathy for that turd throwing monster.
What did he say? What is
Just
it?
throw it back.
He needs attention. He needs attention.
That's what he's wanting.
He's got a low IQ. He's got a traumatic childhood. Just give him a chance. He wants to help. He wants to apply his expertise in the right place.
Tim Nolan, did you have something to say, man?
Well, no, I added earlier, but yeah, I just really like this game because of, the switch, the empathy, adding the empathy piece makes this a little bit more special than just drawing the monster and having fun with that. It makes you think a little bit more. So yeah, I really like this game.
Yeah.
I like that I got to go like extreme, like really extreme, like the most crazy, terrible monster I could find.
So you
And James
appreciate that
liked
you
it as
didn't have to
well.
follow the rules and play the game.
Well, that's right, but he's a turd monster. He doesn't follow the rules. He just doesn't do that, right?
Well,
but he's trying to be helpful.
you were describing the character that you were creating, not
You're not
becoming
behaving.
the character.
Yeah. You're not living the
We didn't need
character.
you to-
Steve. You're not living the character. You're just creating a character.
What's
You're not
that?
living it.
It's a kind of acting, method acting.
Yeah.
But no, I really like this game because and what drew me to it is because I was trying to figure out, we constantly, I don't know how you guys feel, but whether you're in the office, there's a lot of nonverbal communication. There's a lot of things that can just happen that you're just like, man, what in the world? Like, why is this happening? Or is this person just trying to be a jerk, or what's going on? And even like whenever you go remote, sometimes that can compound. And if you don't have this this empathy mindset, then you can just, you could go too far with it. Obviously, there's the other end where you're so empathetic that you're excusing people's throwing poo, for example. But the
You can't help yourself.
I know.
You can't
Anyways.
help it.
But anyways, just say you could go to the other extreme as well. But I find that generally, it's so easy, especially when we're doing work that requires critical thinking, to go down that critical route. And so I really, when I saw this, I was like, that's what we're doing. This is what I want to show people, and this is what I want to emphasize. So, is there any last thoughts?
Yeah.
I like that
True
this
monster.
applies to any team. You don't have to be a scrum team. You don't have, it's just, if you work with others,
Yeah.
If you have management, it applies to anything. You could do this in the auditor's office if you wanted to.
Yeah.
The-
Your
the poo
context will
monster-
consume it, apparently.
the poo monster is trying to do good. He's trying to do good.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I do.
I know.
And
It's good.
yeah. On that note, everyone, like and subscribe. Keep on learning. Go check out the flow system if you can, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.